What's up, average dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today it's the Oppo X9 Pro release for the Chinese version. This is a China version. I'm going to tell you the specifications, when it will start shipping, and the price. Let's go. So yes, just to reiterate, the Chinese version is available to order on the Average Dad Tech Store. Now, the global version will be out, rumoured to be in the next 3 weeks or so. Just like the Vivo X300 this year, there's a Chinese version and a global version. The most important thing to know is that price-wise, the Chinese versions will be cheaper by about 200 GBP or 300 USD. So if you're okay with a couple of tiny little workarounds, you can save yourself a very pretty penny. Now, in terms of specifications, no matter which version you buy, these are all the same. And this phone is absolutely packed. Starting with the display. It's a 6.78 inch, 120 Hz, 3600 nits of beautiful brightness, and it's full HD plus resolution, 2K resolution. This display is fantastic, and I can only say in my experience, bezel wise, I think it's like a millimeter for the bezel. The thinnest bezels on a flat screen phone I have ever seen. So well done Oppo for that. Now, other key highlights, obviously the camera we're going to talk about in a second, but the battery. The battery on the 9 Pro is 7,500 milliamp hours, and whether you're buying the Chinese version or the global version, the battery capacity is the same. Yes, insert hallelujah symbols, insert cheering. 7,500 milliamp hour cell coming to the EU and UK and US. But you're probably still going to have to import, to be honest. I don't think Oppo will release in the US region. So in terms of speeds, 80 watts wired, 50 watts wireless with 10 watts reverse wireless charging. Now the cameras. It's a triple camera setup on the X9 Pro, and anyone that's used an Oppo recently, or at any point really, cameras have always been a big USP of the Oppo devices. All the way from the X2 Pro was my first Oppo foray. It's just been class. Now, it's a 200 megapixel periscope zoom lens in here, which deserves all the applause and attention. It's a 1/1.2 inch sensor. It is a 3x optical, but with the absolute magic and processing built inside here, you get 13.2 times lossless zoom. And it'll go all the way up to 100 times digital, but honestly, all the way up to 13 times is just flawless. Now the main camera is 50 megapixels, but for the first time on a smartphone, the default image resolution from the main wide lens is 50 megapixels. Yes, you don't have to bend down, you don't have to sacrifice any resolution. It's 50 megapixels out the box. And then of course, the least used lens on any phone is the ultra wide, but it's a good one. 50 megapixel, 1/1.4 inch sensor, I believe. I'll correct myself up here. Yeah, it's going to be solid. And powering all of this is the brand new MediaTek Dimensity 9500. Now, I am currently in Boston. I was invited to the MediaTek launch event. I chose Boston. I can tell you, Antutu benchmark scores for the MediaTek are over 4 million points. The efficiency of MediaTek paired with a large battery were all there for people to see last year from the X8 Pro and the X200 Pro from Vivo. So I can guarantee you absolutely no battery anxiety using this phone, and it might even stretch into the third day. Now for the important part, release date and price. Well, you can actually order now on the Average Dad Tech Store, and we will start shipping on Thursday. And in terms of price, you can get the 256 version in all of these colours for £729, the half terabyte for £799, and keep in mind that's paired with 16 gigabytes of the fastest RAM. But if you're feeling spicy, the Chinese version, 16 gigabytes with 1 terabyte of fast UFS 4.1 storage, £899. On the website now, get your order in. I'll be out with my first impressions and review later on, so if you haven't already, please smash subscribe. And of course, you can also take a look at the Vivo X9 Pro, which is selling very well just now, and rightly so. Updates on global version coming soon for that. Until next time.